Okay, here's my view of this piece up to this point without it being under the extremely bright lights that wash out the color. It's sitting in front of a window, so we're getting some window light and we're getting a little bit of overhead light. And so that gives us a better perspective of how this piece will look if it's actually hung on the wall. And I'm really pleased with it. It is growing well. I love the color play. I love the flower elements that I chose in the beginning. They really gave me a focal point to work around. And it's not that they have to be the absolute focal point of this piece, but they give you a focal point to begin with, to know where you want to go, to work around. And let me bring you in a little bit, let you see some of this colorization a little closer. Notice the shadowing that's happening in the outer edges. Even on the highlighted side, the bottom is more shadowed than the top. And that gives us that little bit of vignette that you often see in photography, where they vignette or burn the outer edges to play up the color and the focal point in the center. And it just helps the colors to pop more when you have the shadow and highlight effect. And I do think that I did well in bringing that highlight from the top right down through the middle to the bottom left in a realistic way that light might have hit a flower bouquet or garden scene like this in reality. And so I'm happy with it, and I hope that you're happy with the one you're working on. And if you haven't started yet, please jump in. You're going to love this. It's easy, it's doable, and anyone can do this. So please try to find some time and make some fabric art of your own.
Well, we are continuing with this project, and I am loving mine. I hope you're loving yours, and I hope you are doing one along with me, because this is such a wonderful technique. It allows you to play with fabric, make beautiful things without sewing. If you can't sew, perhaps you have arthritis, or your hands just won't let you do that, or maybe you just don't like sewing, and so you just, no slow stitching, no machine stitching on this, simply all cut and paste, you might say, cut and stick as I call it. And what a wonderful way to spend some time and make beautiful art for your home. As you can see, the colors, it really depend on what you start with, where your color palette lies, what you like. You know me, if you've been around a while, I love color. And there's never too much of it for me, as you can tell by this piece. But let's look and see kind of what I've done. Now, I can't show you everything in this shot at one time, but you know that the top, we did the top right corner, and that's where we're coming with the light source from that top right corner. And I wanted to be able to bring that light source in, which I think I've done really good right through here, okay? But I wanted to streak it down through the center and fade out into muted colors to the outside. I'm happy with the way that this corner worked out. It is highlighted, but there is a little vignette and the shading down here, which really even helps to make the highlight pop more. And keeping that vignette or shaded area at the lower bottom and coming around. And I will be coming up and then vignetting out this corner here. So 3 corners basically will be shadowed vignetted with all the light playing from here down, okay? Now, it's a little tricky to keep a light source true. And if you don't get it the first time, don't worry about it. Just play with it, work with it. But I wanted to bring it down, which I think I've done good down through here, and then taper it off but have a little bit that goes into this shadowed area, just to show that the light is filtering down through here. Because we have strong light on this flower over here, and we have strong light here, so it wouldn't make sense to have a total dark area in here and the roses be lit but nothing else. So that's the reason I'm bringing it down. Now this side, I will be, like I said, building out from here. And I'm going to try to stay in the richer yellow, golds, rust colors, maybe deep purples and teals out here. Bring some more of this teal color out, but maybe in a darker shade. And keep that color palette going, because it's working very well with this piece, okay? There's every color in the world in here, but the color play changes from pastels to richer colors, light down in here, rich colors, and then with our color palette will change again when it goes out this direction because of the oranges and rusts and things like that. So that's, you know, telling you how I do mine. But as you can see, it's just cut and stick. That's all it is. And filling in the little pieces that need to be filled in to make it look mosaic or stained glass. Don't forget that if you have ink tint pencils and you want to make something stronger or mute something down or totally change the color in some cases, you can do that by using your ink tint pencils on pieces. You know, you don't want to use it all over the place. You want to make your fabric your color palette. Think of your fabric as a paint. And so you mix that paint on your palette, and that's what you use. So you choose colors and use them like paint, and paint the picture that you want to paint here. Okay, that if you have any questions, please drop them in the comment section. I know I don't cover everything that you might have a question about, so don't hesitate to ask me. If I know the answer, I will tell you, and if I don't know the answer, I will tell you, because I'm a self-taught artist. I don't know the answer to everything. I do art my way. I do what I like. And so I'm just trying to show you my technique at arriving at this look using a no-sew method to create fabric art. Okay? All right. Till next time, let's all stay very scrap happy and make some beautiful art.